Hey guys, it's Will from Tested. I'm here today to talk about another awesome coffee product. This is the Coava Kone. Now it's called the Able Brewing Company Kone. They've changed their name. The product's still the same. I actually did a quick look at this a few weeks ago and kind of mucked it up badly. Since spoke to the guys who make this, and they gave me some great tips for making a better cup of coffee with this. Let's get started right now. The first thing we're gonna do, weigh and grind. I'm gonna use 25 grams of coffee for about 400 milliliters of water. So normally where you grind relatively coarse for a pour over, we're gonna grind relatively fine, not quite espresso fine, but real close. It actually uses the coffee as part of the filter. So if you look at this coffee, it's ground very finely, and it's almost fine enough that the smaller pieces will get between my fingerprints. You wanna get a nice flat distribution, so you can kind of shake it to get it even. I have boiling water in the kettle. I'm gonna dump as much as I think I need. You don't have to measure. And what happens is when it hits the room temperature kettle, it's gonna drop more or less the right amount to get you to the 200, 205 degrees that you want for this. My scale is taired. What I'm gonna do is I have a timer set for 4 minutes. And what I'm gonna do is let the coffee bloom by pouring in about 100 grams of water just straight into the center of the pile. You wanna keep the water away from the edges on this as much as you can. The water is filtering through all of the coffee on the way into the bottom. You don't want to agitate these grounds, which is where I went wrong the first time we did this, and what caused me all those problems. This is a different kind of technique, and it's a little tricky to master if you're used to doing a normal pour over. And as you can see, what's happening here is the amount of water that's going in is just about even with the amount of water that's going out, because my water level is staying more or less the same. And you want this whole process to take between 3 and 4 minutes. I'm watching my scale. And 400. So I'm going to stop with the water and let the rest drain through. So if you take a look at the finished bed, with a normal pour over, you want kind of a gentle mound. With this, you actually do want the indentation, which is normally not a good thing. So there are a few things you should know about the Kone. First off, it's really hard to make a good cup of coffee unless you have a pouring kettle. You need something you can really control both the flow rate and the position of the water. Without that, it doesn't work very well. The other thing is it is a little bit of a hassle to clean. Dumping hot water in seems to help, but this is something for people who really love coffee and are willing to spend some time on it. It's not going to replace your Mr. Coffee at home. Okay, so as you can see here, nice, rich, black, coffee-looking coffee. Last time it was muddy and gross because I agitated and all the sediment blasted through the holes. The less agitation you do, the less sediment gets through, the better off you are. So that is how to use the Able Brewing Company Kone to make an awesome cup of coffee. For Tested, I'm Will. See you guys next time. I'm going to drink some coffee.